Hello and welcome. You're watching your essential global news update. Today is HUGE. Massive protests are planned across the United States. The fallout from new tariffs continues to rock the economy. A world leader has been impeached, and we've got key updates from India, Asia, and beyond. Stick around as we break down the 15 biggest stories making headlines right now. Let's dive in. First up, happening right now across America. The hands-off protests. Are you seeing them in your city? Nationwide demonstrations are planned today in all 50 states, organized by groups like Third Act and Move On. They're protesting policies linked to President Trump and allies like Elon Musk, targeting what they call a billionaire takeover. Potential cuts to social programs like Medicaid and Social Security, and perceived threats to democracy. Expect significant turnout in major cities. Meanwhile, the economic jitters continue over Trump's tariffs. Markets are still volatile, and there are reports of consumers rushing to buy big-ticket items like cars and appliances before potential price hikes hit. In a major retaliatory move, China has announced a steep 34% tax on all U.S. goods. American farmers are worried about losing a massive market, and retirees are keeping a close eye on their savings. And the tariff talk isn't over. President Trump is signaling even more tariffs, specifically targeting pharmaceuticals and semiconductors soon. He called the potential pharma measures unprecedented. This adds another layer of deep uncertainty to the global economy, impacting crucial tech supply chains and potentially raising healthcare costs significantly. Businesses are scrambling to understand the implications. In Washington, D.C., the Senate GOP has approved a framework aligning with President Trump's goals for significant tax breaks and government spending cuts. This happened after a late-night session. However, despite having the power, reports suggest congressional Republicans are currently hesitant to step in and try to halt the controversial tariffs announced by the president, highlighting internal party dynamics. Shifting to India. The nation's parliament has officially passed the OKURRR Amendment Bill. After extensive debate, this legislation aims to bring stricter oversight and regulation to the management of OKURRR properties, assets dedicated for religious or charitable purposes under Islamic law. This has been a topic of significant discussion and political maneuvering within India. Also in India, a major decision on education policy. The country's president has rejected a bill from the southern state of Tamil Nadu. This bill sought to exempt the state's students from NEET, the mandatory national entrance exam for medical colleges. The rejection means NEET remains compulsory across Tamil Nadu, a setback for the state government which argued the exam disadvantages some students. Huge news from South Korea. President Yoon Suk Yeol has been impeached. The nation's constitutional court made the final ruling, officially removing him from office. The court found, in a 6-2 decision, that Yoon had misused his national emergency powers and failed to follow proper procedures. This dramatic development throws South Korean politics into uncharted territory. At the recent BIMSTEC summit involving Bay of Bengal nations, Indian Prime Minister Modi was active. He presented a 21-point action plan aimed at boosting regional cooperation. Separately, he held a significant meeting with Bangladesh's interim leader, Muhammad Yunus, where discussions included bilateral ties and the safety of minority communities in Bangladesh. Following a devastating earthquake that impacted Myanmar and Thailand, the QUA nations have responded. The group, consisting of India, the U.S., Japan, and Australia, issued statements expressing condolences and jointly called for ceasefires in conflict areas within Myanmar to allow urgent humanitarian aid access to those affected by the disaster. In the Middle East, Iran's currency, the rial, has plummeted to a record low against the U.S. dollar. This economic distress comes amid severe international sanctions, high regional tensions, and the added uncertainty swirling around potential new U.S. tariffs, further squeezing the Iranian economy and its people. The tariff tensions are impacting major international deals. According to an AP source, China reportedly hit the brakes on talks regarding a potential TikTok deal immediately after President Trump announced his latest wide-ranging tariffs. This adds yet another complex layer to the already strained U.S.-China relationship, intertwining trade disputes with global tech platform issues. A significant legal ruling out of Africa. A Kenyan court has decided that Meta, Facebook's parent company, can be sued in Kenya. The lawsuit alleges that Meta's platform failed to adequately moderate hate speech, which plaintiffs claim contributed to deadly ethnic violence in neighboring Ethiopia. This case could have major implications for social media platform responsibility globally. Start your engines. In Formula One news, Max Verstappen has claimed pole position for tomorrow's Japanese Grand Prix. The Red Bull driver edged out the McLarens of Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri in a competitive qualifying session at the iconic Suzuka circuit. Looks like we're set for an exciting race. A surprise move in the world of Indian cricket. Young star opening batsman Yashasvi Jaiswal is switching domestic teams. Moving from the powerhouse Mumbai team to Goa, this unexpected transfer has fueled widespread speculation about potential friction or internal dynamics within the Mumbai squad and marks significant shift for the talented player. And finally, back in the U.S., 2 states are taking legal action against the Trump administration. Washington and Oregon have filed lawsuits challenging a recent elections order. They argue the order could unfairly disenfranchise voters who cast their ballots by mail, setting up another legal battle over election administration ahead of upcoming votes. Wow, what a day of news! From massive nationwide protests and ongoing economic fallout from tariffs here in the U.S. to the impeachment of a world leader, key political decisions in India, and critical international developments, it's clear the world is shifting rapidly. What story stood out most to you today? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's discuss. If this roundup helped you stay informed, please hit that like button and subscribe for more updates. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.